Hey guys, Keith with San Antonio's Finest Realty. Wanted to take a few minutes to address something. I've had a lot of calls in recent months about these companies, investment companies. One's called Opendoor, one's called Perch. I believe there's Redfin. There might be a couple of other ones. They are investment companies. Let me kind of educate you a little bit. If you have somebody who's in the market to list their house and they're looking to go with one of these companies, that is totally fine. They're legitimate companies. They do a good job in a lot of instances. I just think there's some things about them that you should know, okay? So these companies, Opendoor and Perch and Redfin and all these other ones, they are legitimate companies, but I wanted to give you some pros and cons. So my biggest advice to you or somebody who's looking to go with one of these companies to really intently peruse their websites and read that fine print, okay? Because there's a lot of issues, matters of semantics in there where they claim not to charge this, yeah, but they're charging this on the other side. Okay, so the best thing you can be is educated. What they are big investors. They are a big investment company. They do a lot of marketing, a lot of really good marketing, and a lot of self-promotion, okay? They have their benefits. They all make the same promises. They promise no hassle process. They promise no realtor fees. They promise that no people will come in and bother you and view your home. They promise a fair market value on your house. So let's break those down a little bit more succinctly. And this is all from my personal research and my personal dealings with these companies, okay? So it's in my humble opinion. Just wanted to throw this out there. Number one, no hassle. This is true. It's no hassle process in the sense that they negotiate everything and not on your behalf, okay? No hassle, in my estimation, means no power. Okay, this is not a negotiation with them. They call you, they take about 24 hours to get you your offer in. They bring up what they can as far as comps and whatnot, and then they make you an offer. Remember, they're investors, okay? So this is not a team effort. You don't sit down with your trusted realtor or your own appraiser or your own inspector and kind of determine what a fair market value is. They are determining the fair market value, okay? They are using their contracts. They are using their inspectors. They are using their title company. They are using their own appraisers, okay? So beware of that. Number two, no realtor fees. They promise no realtor fees. Okay, but they're calling them other things. They're calling them service charges. They're calling them buyer's brokerage charges. They're calling them holding costs. And they're calling them a risk management, market risk assessment, okay? Those fees come out to between 9 and 12%, okay? So don't think you're going to get away with something here. They got all their bases covered. And what they're doing in essence, and this is not illegal, they're just trying to squeeze as much equity out of your equity, money out of your equity that you can't get, okay? And they're going to take it as a profit. And nobody's holding, a gun to your head to sign these contracts, so just educate yourself, get on their website and read all the semantics and read all the particulars and give them a call and discuss face-to-face. Number three, no people viewing your home. This is absolutely true. Nobody will come in your home except like an appraiser, okay? This is true because your house is never on the market. And I think you are leaving thousands and thousands of dollars potentially on the table without putting your house on the market, regardless of what kind of condition it's in, okay? So they are absolutely correct in being forthright here. No people viewing your home. That is true because your house is never for sale. They just simply buy it. It's never on the open market. So who knows how many viewings you're losing, how many thousands of dollars you're leaving on the table, regardless of what your house looks like. Okay? And number four, your fair market price. Again, determined by them, not by you. Okay? They don't care what comps you come up with. They don't care about any of that. It is bottom line for them. Okay? So, a personal testimonial about this one. I've worked with at least a couple of them, and on each of them, here's what happens. I've heard these kind of horror stories. The seller will go under contract with one of these companies and come about 2 weeks from closing. They do the Opendoor and Perch, and these guys do their appraisal. And guess what? The appraisal comes in low, $4,000, $5,000, $6,000. So what happens? The seller is almost forced to take an additional $4,000, $5,000, $6,000 off the original contractual sales price. At that stage of the game, you kind of got to go with it, otherwise, you go back on the market or you just kind of sit on it. So that's one horror story that I've heard more than once is low appraisals towards the end, towards closing. Now, what do they do well? I've handled a couple of clients that were buying homes that were listed by one of these companies, and they have always been on the ball. The listing agents have always been on the ball, Johnny on the spot. I even came in low on an appraisal one time, and they were very quick to reduce the price of the house to whatever the appraisal came into. So they were good in that sense. They also are very good if you have a house in really great disrepair where you're kind of done with it. I don't want to put in another nail. I don't want to put in another light bulb in this thing. I just want to get it off my books. You know, if it's a house maybe where there was a death in the family and you're just not emotionally ready to list it and go through the house and do what needs to be done, all the repairs to make it market ready, they will come in and make you an offer and buy the house from you. So they do have a lot of pros. I'm not knocking them for everything. I'm just saying I think it's in your best interest to at least talk to your trusted realtor and sit down, and if the numbers are there, go with somebody you have a personal relationship with, as opposed to a big investment company. Okay, those are my 2 cents. If you have somebody looking into it, please forward them this short video. I'm also going to put it on my YouTube and my Facebook business page, and I'll probably Instagram it as well. Okay, so God bless you. Thank you so much for tuning in, and let me know if I can do anything for you. God bless.